Hi there, this is Lisa from Lisa's Creative Corner. I am super excited to be participating in another collaboration with the creative design team today. Today we're going to be highlighting artwork created with a special stamp set that supports Close to My Heart's charity called Operation Smile. I'm going to go ahead and put a link where you can learn more about this amazing organization down below. When you purchase the Every Bit of Wonderful stamp set, $7 of the proceeds goes to help with Operation Smile's life-changing mission. It's an adorable stamp set too. So in my video today, I'm going to teach you how to make this card. So to do this stamping, I like to use the intense black ink because it doesn't bleed when you color in the images. So I'm not sure exactly which stamps I'm going to use on the card when I first start, so I like to stamp lots of the different images on a large sheet of white daisy cardstock so I have options, and then I can use the leftovers on other projects later on. I'm going to color in these images with some tri-blend markers, and if you've watched any of my videos or seen any of my artwork on my blog in the past, you know how much I love these markers. They're awesome. They have 3 shades of the same color all in one marker, so you can pull them apart and there's a light, a medium, and a dark shade, so it makes it really nice for blending. And the colors that I'm using are Antique Pink Blend and the Dull Green Blend and the Gold Yellow Blend. I'm not coloring all the images in, I've just chosen a few that I think I might use on this card so I can use some of the others later and maybe do different colors. So now I'm taking my microtip scissors and cutting out the images that I think I'm going to use on the card. And if you notice, I'm actually turning my paper while I cut instead of turning my scissors. I do turn the scissors, my hand with the scissors a little bit, but I tend to turn the paper in my left hand more. I feel like it gives me more control, and I can get into those little nooks and crannies a little bit easier, and that's just how I've been doing it, and I can do it pretty fast. So once I'm done trimming out all of the flowers that I think I'm going to use, I went ahead and set them aside. Then I pulled out the Fancy Borders Thin Cuts dies and decided to use this one on the corner of a piece of white daisy cardstock. And I used my Cuttlebug to cut the bottom right corner of that white daisy cardstock off using that fun little, almost like a scallop shaped die. Another thing that the design team decided to use in our collaboration was the 6x6 Bright Stack. And this is just a pack of 48 6x6 sheets with some beautiful patterns and colors on both sides. And I decided to use this pale pink pattern in the background of my card. So now I'm just laying everything out on the card front just to see where I want to place it all. And initially I was going to make it a vertical card. As you can see, I'm cutting a few more pieces that I wanted to include, and just started laying everything out vertically. And then I realized, where am I going to put my sentiment? So I decided to turn the card sideways and make it a horizontal card, and the sentiment fit much better in that bottom right corner. So now that I know where I'm going to put the sentiment, I got to figure out where I'm going to put all of these little pieces that I've cut out. When I make clusters like this on a card, it can take forever for me to figure out where I want to put all of these pieces. So I think I know where I'm going to put all the pieces now. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment in the bottom right corner of that piece of white daisy cardstock with some black ink. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the card together, and I just fold in half one of the bulk white daisy card bases. And I'm going to adhere that really pretty pink pattern paper on top. And I'm going to cover the entire card front with that. And I'm going to attach the piece of white daisy cardstock that I die cut the corner off of on top of the card base with some 3D foam tape. And after I adhere this to the card front, I need to figure out again where I'm going to put all those little bits and pieces that I cut out. And I actually found another piece that I thought might work really nicely to frame that little sentiment on the left side there. So I'm putting a little bit of foam tape on that piece and just framing that sentiment in. And now I'm trying to figure out, do I want to tuck these little other pieces in? Do I want to leave them out? And I think I just decided that less is more. And so I'm going to go ahead and just adhere that last piece there. And then maybe just add one little sprig of greenery up in that top left corner there. And I think I'm going to add something to the inside, maybe one of these other pieces that I cut just in the bottom right corner on the inside there. So that's the finished card. I hope you enjoyed the process. And I do have one more card that I wanted to share using this stamp set. I'm going to be making a video on how I made this fun card. So be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see that video when I share it. Thanks for watching today, and don't forget to check out all the other design team members' projects as well. I'll have links to each one of their videos down below.